Special game, as it'll be our seniors' final home game. To our seniors, we would like to thank you for all your hard work and dedication to Weston Girls Soccer. You have been true leaders and great representatives of Weston High School and the Weston community. And for that, we thank you. And now let's introduce our seniors. Number 21, Liv Miller. Sorry, I should say it to you. You guys know Legia Barrow? Legia?
Lehia.
Lehia?
Yeah.
Lehia Barrow. You sure?
Yeah.
Lehia Barrow. Number 27, Lehia Barrow. That was right?
Close enough.
Close enough. It's better than Legia, right? Number 14, Alexa Lim. Jordan Gutwillig. Number 3, Jordan Gutwillig. Bella Simmons a captain?
I don't know. That seems so. You're asking the wrong man.
Number 1, Captain Bella Simmons. Enjoy the game. And number 17, Captain Allie Kirk. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is kind of a mic drop. Just saying. Just saying.
Congrats, we'll get you in one of these games at some point.
Yeah.
You're doing it well.
We would like to wish the seniors on both teams the very best in their future endeavors. Congratulations. Let's have a great game tonight. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Weston High School, and we are proud to be with you here on this beautiful Saturday, October 24th night as the Weston High School girls varsity team takes on the Bedford varsity team in the first and I believe the only night match of the season, Connor. Is that correct?
I think, yeah, the first Saturday night under the lights match. A big night tonight, a tie game, first match earlier in the week. Now we're trying to get the deciding match. It is Weston senior night, so good luck to the Weston girls and the seniors out there. Bella Simmons, Allison Kirk, Lehia Barrow,
Jordan Gutwillig, and Alexa Lim. I believe those are the seniors. Should be a competitive game, right, Connor?
Yeah, I mean, a tie game at Bedford earlier this week. This field today has seen a lot of action as the 49ers football team of San Francisco was practicing for the upcoming match against the Patriots.
Hey, if it's good enough for Jimmy Garoppolo, it's certainly good enough for me.
Hopefully the guys are able to kind of use that momentum, if any of them know.
The energy
to win. I guess we hope the 49ers had a bad practice if you're a Patriots fan, but it is Jimmy Garoppolo. A lot of New England fans like him. So, as well as the boys varsity team, who usually has the Saturday match recast, had their away match today at Bedford. They lost 3-0, and they also lost their Wednesday match 3-0.
So is that 2 in a row that dropped?
2 losses to Bedford, but Bedford is a very good
very
team.
strong team.
So hoping
that
that
drops us to 2-5 now. 2-8, 2-6, 2-6.
2-6, 2 matches against Cambridge Ridge Latin, which is also a very good team coming before. I believe there are playoffs. It might have been canceled because of COVID, but
we'll see how that
we
turns
will see.
Out. I believe it's the same rules, Connor, as well tonight with all the kick-ins and
yes, the same rules for both. The varsity match earlier we were watching while we got the broadcast set up. The JV match, sorry. It did look a lot more aggressive.
It looked a lot more like physical. Than
a lot of pushing.
I would have expected.
Then I guess not probably similar amounts, but not many COVID calls, which we saw a plethora of in the boys varsity matches so far.
It's definitely a surprise. The JV team lost that game 2-1, but Weston had a lot of chances, and here's one now, as Weston is working the ball downfield just a little bit, and gives a nice through ball to number 9. Gives a nice cross. They score!
A really fast goal for Weston.
Great way to start senior night off. That was good.
Yeah, I mean a really, really good start as we
just appeared out of nowhere, seemingly.
As we get this game underway. Yeah, deep kick and then 2 plays there, a good pass, and then a
it just
goal.
kind of
Weston
found its way into the goal.
Takes an early lead. The first goal being made between these 2 teams in their games against each other.
That was an interesting goal because I thought the goaltender had stopped it. Looked like she had gotten a good hand on it.
I think she hit the ball, but she was too far back in the goal that the momentum just took the ball through.
Yeah, no, that was wow. Did not expect that.
It was a great goal, an amazing cross in. A lot of players would just take that shot.
I mean, that's what, a minute into the game?
Yeah, just under a minute. Weston Audi has a goal. If we continue that pace, it'll be
80 goals.
An 80-0 game for Weston. Hopefully we can see that.
Hopefully we can set some records here tonight.
We're having some technical difficulties. Michael can commentate you through that, but we try to get this fixed.
A Bedford free kick here, I believe. It's a Bedford free kick at about the 43-yard line. And a nice... We apologize for the technical difficulties. We're just trying to work with the cables right now, but we should have a solution up and coming soon. Hopefully, we'll be able to present So nice quality to you guys. Another Bedford free kick. This one is booted just outside the box and handled nicely by the Weston defense. A nice pass working it upfield. A cross in, hits off of a defender, and will be cleared out by the Bedford defense. Weston free kick. Handled nicely by the Bedford defense. Will be cleared out. And a beautiful through ball ahead. Let's see if
Breakaway
Bedford.
attempt.
And a great defensive play by number 17.
Allison Cook, one of the captains on senior night, making an amazing stop on a breakaway.
That was a goal saving shot right there. And a Bedford cross will
Be
go
hit
out of bounds, and will be a Weston goal kick.
Just as we were securing the cable in place, we had a bit of flashing there for a bit, but should be back and hopefully for good at this point. Thank you to our cameraman Jeb Bartholomew for fixing a lot of the issues up there and coming out on this beautiful night to record.
It really
the
is a
game.
beautiful night. Really is a beautiful night tonight. Under the lights, I think this is the only under the lights game of the season, I believe.
Unless next week is as well.
I don't believe it is. I think next week's game is another 2:00 game. Beautiful through ball here for Weston as they score 2-0 Weston. And I'll tell you what, Connor, number 9's having a good game, an assist and a goal already tonight. And Weston takes an early lead, 2-0.
Yeah, wow, what a great start for Weston.
You know what's even more incredible? That the camera's been on for both goals.
For both goals throughout our technical difficulties, this camera's been on. It's only been off on pretty insufficient moments.
2-0 through 5 minutes,
And
Weston gets an insurance goal, and that might be it. I'm kidding. It's
still
not.
on pace for a 32-0 victory
Yeah,
if they can
we're on
continue
pace
there.
for something good tonight.
We have the camera back, but as they try to plug it in,
And
it
as
is out of...
Weston will continue to move the ball upfield again. A nice move by number 5. The cross, I think, was deflected and will be a corner kick. And Connor, I really don't have anything else to say except for Weston's playing really, really well.
They give it as a goal
It's
kick
a goal
here.
kick. It must have.
But a good opportunity by Weston. We lost it again. Weston still has the ball in the Bedford side. A good look so far on offense and good stops on defense. Another goal kick here for the Bedford goalie.
And really a great start for Weston. You know, have had to play, very little defense all night, and
I think this is one of the home field advantages of a great Proctor field, great addition, amazing field, and really gets the fans out there more.
to a certain extent, obviously with COVID.
Yeah, of course you have to have a pass, but even then, who wouldn't want to see a great game like this under the lights?
Shoot, I don't know. I would love to be at this game, and well. good
Another
thing is I
great
am.
move there. Trying to get the ball inside, but a through ball in with a
Wow.
player there.
That's Alexa Lim
Possibility here.
looking for a cross. Gets it in. Ball's in front of the goal. And it will be cleared out and a goal kick.
A good defense there by the Bedford defender to really just block the way of a goal happening.
YouTube studio, and I don't have anything else.
Another goal kick for Bedford. Nice play. It's a good touch, right?
Again, good defense by Weston as now a kick in here for the Bedford side, but just able to stop all possible momentum there, the Weston defenses.
Weston defenses look good in the limited time we've seen tonight so far, Connor. Cross is in, and it'll be cleared out of bounds.
That was actually a really, really good cross,
Nice
right
play.
from the kick in.
Yeah, beautiful.
Sadly, though, for the Bedford side, Ali Cook was right there
Ali
to
Cook
receive
was
it
right
and
on
get it
top
out of
of it.
bounds, not letting anything happen. Another big cross in,
That'll be a shoulder, and that one will be.
booted out.
Oh, there was a whistle.
I think it might be a...
Whoa, are they calling that a head? Well, you know, it appears these referees don't have eyes.
But it is an indirect kick, so I believe it was a maybe a header call for the COVID.
Well, it was a header call, but I don't know why it was a head. Didn't look like a
It
head.
really did look like a shoulder there. But an indirect kick for the Bedford side.
This is a
Weston's
dangerous-
coach is up in arms here with that call.
I'm up in arms too. That was a terrible call.
I really don't see where he got the whistle there. I thought it was a great defensive play.
I thought it was a great defensive play too. I don't know what.
Expect a kick back from the Bedford side and then another player to try and boot it in goal. A common
Similar to what
occurrence-
we've seen from Nick Janavker this season.
Yeah, it's a common occurrence with the COVID because all these calls are right outside the box. Bedford trying to do a trick play to get Weston to jump off sides, even though it really is just a re-kick again by faking the kick. Kick in, and a goal right over Bella Simmons' hands. A great shot there from the Bedford side. A high-scoring affair for teams that just tied just under 3 days ago.
I mean, it still should be 2-0.
Yeah, it was a pretty poor call, I'd
Pretty
say.
horrendous call. I mean, what
from
is
the
the ref
referee.
doing there? I mean, he just
But
is it,
maybe he
like-
saw something we didn't.
Well, you know, Connor, I will say this. I think we have a better vantage point than he would have.
Yeah, you know.
Because he was down behind the play. He was behind the play. We're up here. We have like more of a bird's eye view than he does. And
it could have been
we
the
also
angle I
have the
saw,
stream
but
right in front
Weston
of
going
us.
straight on the offense, a through ball through.
Number 9 again stops the ball successfully and is unable to make a move around.
Wow, that was almost a great opportunity for Weston there. Again, Weston, not a team to get demoralized by a goal. Even me, I would get demoralized by a goal that shouldn't have been a goal, but they just went right on the offensive. Almost
Nope.
got another
A
opportunity.
lot of energy. It's very good to see. Very promising to see.
You can tell they really want to win on the senior night here. I think too fast in for the ball, so they're retaking it. It is an indirect corner kick now.
And the cross is in. And Bedford will snuff that one out.
But Weston still has the ball in Bedford territory, and again a stop. Bedford can't seem to get the ball out really well without a goal kick so far. So if Weston shots can just be on goal, it might be a great opportunity for them. Cross in, the Bedford player avoids the ball. I think she was avoiding trying to get a header on that, as it would have been a COVID call. But it allows Weston to retain the ball and keep on with the offense.
Keep on pushing.
And great ball movement from Weston, not even
Yeah.
letting Bedford near the ball. Good
Ooh,
teamwork
good
between
move
all
right
players. Keeps it in bounds. No, just out.
I
But
don't know. I thought
almost a
that's
great
in,
move
but
there.
I guess I was wrong.
Certainly close, but
Referees tonight in the yellow. And the kick will be handled by Weston. And Bedford will get the ball back and have
an
another
open through ball.
And the Weston defender is able to cut that one off. And the
Yeah, it
pass
looked
from
like-
Bedford was a little
Looked like
off
the
target.
Bedford striker kind of tripped up there for a little bit to not let it get there fast enough. But a crossball in and just over the goal. Almost
I think
another
that was behind the
opportunity.
goal.
But almost a good opportunity from Bedford, trying to get these, despite Weston dominating the ball for possession time and which side of the field it's on. Bedford getting two
Bedford,
really good opportunities.
Very offensive game so far. Both teams are really piercing through the other side's defense.
Oh, great move by Weston to get in front of the ball and take
Number
it.
9 again. And Weston will clear it out of the zone and look for a pass ahead.
Just want to point out the Bedford substitute earlier was an injury. A player's getting their ankle taped up, so hopefully nothing serious there. As just
Bedford
a back and
crosses
forth
it
game right here, as just both teams seem to be kicking deep balls to each other. A miscommunication by the Bedford side, but they're able to retain possession and get it up. An opening,
Number 14.
big collision there, and I think it might have been a call against Weston. I don't know. A Weston player is now up. I think they might just give
I
that
think
a
they should
corner.
trip. Yeah, probably a corner. Looked like a Weston defender tapped that one.
Yeah, it looked like they kind of ran into each other, trying not to give a goal.
And the cross is in. And it will be right in front of the goal. Allison Kirk is able to clear that one out.
Just like to point out, I apologize that the quality is a little bit bad. This is our first time really using this broadcasting software. We had to switch off a primary one,
As
but
a Bedford player takes a
big
fall
hit.
on an attempted bicycle kick that was unsuccessful.
Still Weston.
Oh
ooh,
boy!
Weston player just
No, the Weston player got ran into.
and just had enough strength that the Bedford player just falls back. But as we get used to this new broadcasting software, we're gonna get new technology.
Well,
And a bunch of new stuff for you guys to see and hopefully make this broadcast overall a lot better.
A lot better, a lot cleaner, more transitions, all the good stuff. As Weston will boot that one ahead, and that will hit a Bedford defender. As Weston goes on the attack and is snuffed out.
Oh, go get it! Go get it! Don't hesitate! Don't hesitate!
Weston taking the kick in here, letting the ball go out so they get good field positioning. Deep kick in, crossball through, but Bedford able to
defender's there.
sneak it out. Number 14 again on Bedford, really a key piece of Bedford's offense so far. Getting work done on a deep ball, but able to be defended out pretty well. Aggressive pushing there by
Yeah.
both number 13s.
Surprised we're not seeing that called. You'd think.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean, given
I
the
kind of
fact
like
that
this.
it's called-
I kind of like this game better. I wish they.
Oh, I
they-
like it better. I wish they played like this in the boys' games.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
really call a lot of
understand,
COVID, but
I don't understand too much why they didn't play like this in the boys' games. They're playing like this in the girls' games, but oh well.
yeah, I think it's just different types of ref called different types of stuff.
This is
These
true.
refs are more lax on the COVID. The only COVID call was a potential
And a
header
beautiful through ball.
to Alexa Lim,
She
but
will not
Bedford
be able
goalie
to get
able
there.
to just get there.
A little
Almost
too strong.
for Lim there.
Don't like hornets.
Through ball by Weston. Lim is there again, hoping for a cross, but
She
just
is not-
by her.
She's not able to get
It was
to
a
that.
close to offsides call there, but she was behind.
Just by a little bit. Nice deflection there for Weston. Another one.
Almost a through ball there. Another opportunity, but Bedford able to just kick it out, giving Weston a good position kick-in, and no Bedford players are pushing up on the kick-in, so potential cross opportunity. We've seen a lot of that. A lot less in the boys' game of the kick-ins. Only the corners really go for crosses, but
Yeah.
here in the girls' game, just deep crosses.
Does anybody here have a piece of paper by?
A through
That
ball
be
there.
through,
and
but it looks like a Weston defender is there.
back to the goalie and boots it
Booted
away.
out.
Bedford able to retain possession, but I believe that's Ladosi really getting in the face of Bedford offensively and just stopping the ball a lot of times. Bedford here, number 14, almost inside, but stopped quickly by the Weston defense.
Whoa.
Big collision.
I think that's probably going to be a Bedford free kick.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like the Bedford player may have pulled the Weston player down after losing the ball.
I thought
But-
number 5 pushed into, but that was just me.
It is a Weston call.
Well,
That's expected. I think the Bedford player, as they went down, pulled the Weston player down with them. And it looks like a deep boot kick here for Weston, trying to get a ball inside, potentially for a goal. There is deep kick through, straight to the goalie, though.
easily handled.
Easily handled. I don't know if that would have counted in if it did go in, just because of the indirect kick rule. We saw
Who knows?
something similar to that in the Weston boys
game last week.
as a goal was taken away from the Weston side.
Although they were able to get the victory,
they
so in the end it didn't matter.
Still
But
won the game. Good block by the Weston player, but just, again, a back and forth game. Just seems like a
seems
kick
like
out.
they're not able to complete many passes in their own zone.
Yeah, just like boot to the Bedford side, then boot back to the Weston. It's the defenders just get it out quick. Turned from a very offensive game in the first 7 minutes or so with 3 goals happening to just defense is able to just get the ball away and slow down the pace of the game.
Bedford will have a kick in inside the Weston zone. As a good number of fans are here tonight to cheer on both the Weston and the Bedford teams. And I'm sure you can hear them
Okay, a couple loud ones right under.
right in front of us. So,
I think it's a Bedford parent. there,
Bedford
a
parent
lot
who
of
seems to be extremely excited, but
very
you
passionate
know
about the
that
game.
happens.
I would be too. This
I
game
would
has
be
been
too. This game is
very fun to
exciting.
watch. Ooh,
That's a push.
a push
Yeah.
off by the Bedford player, giving Weston a ball. They're looking to get it off quick. See if they can get anything done with it.
As there's less than 2 minutes left here in this first quarter of play. Weston girls team is up 2-1 over Bedford. That should be a hand. No hand?
No call. I don't think a ref was in a position to possibly see it, and
No,
no,
they should just have me as the ref. I could have called that.
no Weston players there to yell it out. Usually you see, at
Usually you
least
see
I
the
saw
entire team.
the team just yelling that it's a handball, but nothing there. So potentially it wasn't. Another goal kick, a lot for the Bedford goalie, and a deep kick she
Not
has.
that deep, actually. It's
Mo-
pretty short.
That one was pretty short, but most of the kicks has been very deep. That is, I believe, the end of the first quarter.
Bedford parents a little upset about that one, but
Yeah, we
they should get used to it. We're up 2-1.
because the issue with a lot of parents is they can't actually see.
The issue with
the
a lot of
timer?
parents is that they don't understand the game. They don't understand the position that the referee is in,
But also that.
and they're also extremely biased towards their team.
But also, if you look towards the scoreboard, as the time goes down, it stops on the 2-minute mark.
Yeah.
This happens a lot because of 2-minute warning in football, but also because it's a 2-minute break for the quarter.
Yeah,
So
I'd
if
expect-
you look towards
yeah.
the board and it says 2 minutes, you're like, oh, there's 2 minutes left, but they just blow it. You're unsure why, but it's actually just the refs have their own timers on their watches or whatever else that allows them to see when they should actually end the quarter rather than the scoreboard being used.
So Connor, first quarter thoughts?
Yeah, really great offensive start by Weston. A goal that was controversial, to say the least, for Bedford getting it, but also, as well, a great shot by the Bedford player getting it just over the goalie's reach. And hopefully, I'm hoping one of these teams, in my opinion, I hope Weston does, but gets really offensive like they did at the very start of the game here,
Shoot, I
going
hope
into
we
the
score
second
20
quarter.
more. It'll be fun.
If you see just that high-paced energy really worked for them at the beginning.
Yeah, really a story of, the first 5 minutes versus the next 15. First 5 minutes were action-packed, full of goals, and the next 15 were quiet.
A very defensive game where both teams just able to get stops. And
Interesting to see which
kick the ball
Weston
out.
team, which Bedford team will come out in this second quarter.
see the best game. We somewhat hope it's both.
I don't know. I
Just
just
maybe
hope
a
Weston blows
Weston,
them out.
maybe Weston a little bit more.
I hope Weston blows them out. I want to see a lot of Weston goals for
It's
senior
a
night.
biased opinion from a Western high school student, but
Hey,
I
hey,
as
hey,
well
hey,
hope
look.
it is a victory for senior night.
Look, I'm here to support Weston, all right? I'm not here to support Bedford, right? You're not listening to, Jim Nance and Tony Romo. You're listening to, the Patriots sports broadcast, right? I mean, that's what you're getting right
You
here.
listen to the Felgen Mass for casting a game.
Right, there you go. So,
Just probably a bit better.
yeah, we're definitely, obviously, far superior. I mean, they only call football games. We call soccer, basketball, and football. So, I think
Multi-talented
multi-talented, and hey, we're looking for
vocal
people.
athletes here.
Vocal athletes, that's true.
Yeah, if any of you are interested in recording or even taking a shot at
casting or
Live-
filming or
live editing where you get
or
transitions.
maybe
soon.
we'll have some on-field reporters at some point this year. Like, who knows?
We're hoping to get a lot done as we try to make this a more mainstreamed part of Western
Yeah.
athletics.
Yeah, and who knows? We might need some on-court reporters for the basketball game to ask some who knows? So if any of you out there are interested, please let us know. Contact Mr. Garland, myself, Michael Flopkowski, or Connor DiBiase.
I would
Through any means of social media, through the Weston High School email, whatever you got to do, let us know.
I'd be honest, I'd love to see a Ali Kirk or Nick Janofka or Alton Jenkins post-game interview. Hopefully we can get to that point where it's
I hope
just
we get to the point where we get to post-game interviews, man. I'd love to have a Will Van Houten press conference after a football game. I mean, come on. That'd be pretty sick.
that'd be really fun.
As this quarter will start off with a kick that goes way out of bounds.
Western defense able to stop it slightly, but Bedford's still there. But Western defense has done a good
Wow,
job.
what
A
a
lot
fight.
of just bullying from both teams where they just
Oh my god.
a Western player just
Oh my god.
completely tramples a Bedford player and gets the call just because
This is what I like to see. That was aggressive. I like that. That's what I like to see. Just, oh my god, on the ground.
it was a call against Bedford there. I assume an attempt at a trip or something where they jumped in front and then
Yeah, well,
just the
Bedford
Western
player
player
had the short end of the stick on that one.
and then the Western player just trampled them, if you were to say.
No, it was a trampling. Stampede.
A deep ball in, but Bedford able to
Wow,
stop, but goes
misplays it.
by him. Possibility for Western, but a good clear.
Not a good play right there. If I have
Yeah,
to be honest.
you have to hit that shoulder. I know it's difficult because you're used to the headers, but at this point you should be more used
Well,
to that.
maybe she was thinking when the ref called it a header early on in the game, even though it was a shoulder. So,
Gotta be scared for calls. Especially if they are close. That's why we saw a Bedford player did avoid when close to getting a header. A good cross in there, but
number 9, assist and a goal, woman of the match so far tonight. A nice pass back.
good stop from Bedford, but Western able to get it inside again before another clear. It just looks like a game of clears where anytime a team gets close to scoring,
It's kind of
defense
like
just
you know
boots
what
it
I
away.
feel like it's like pinball almost. The ball's just going all over the place and just kind of going wherever it wants.
yeah, it just plays just
Not so much with the direction, just kind of hitting back and forth between the teams. Cross here from Bedford. will be.
We'll say that this
Nicely
half has been much more even. That call was a Bedford kick in. It looked very close.
Well,
to what
essentially,
that
after the
would have
first 5 minutes, it's been an even game.
been. Yes, I agree on that point.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Bedford might have just come out not as strong. I don't know. Maybe it was a mental thing. I don't.
They weren't ready for Weston to come out so strong compared to the. I assume Wednesday we couldn't see it because it was an away match, but a much more
Whoa!
defensive-centered
juggling
game
there.
as it was 0-0. A lot of pushing
That was just
there.
a push. They didn't even go for the
Play
ball.
is really aggressive. This
They
is.
didn't even go
this
for the.
is-
Connor, they didn't even go for the ball.
It's even much more aggressive than the boys' game. The ref's not calling
Are you
COVID
kidding
calls.
me? They didn't even go for the ball. They both pushed each other while the ball was coming down. Are you
This is
kidding
more
me?
of an actual soccer type game.
Ooh.
A great play by the Weston defender, then the
Heart speeding a little bit there, Connor.
almost a free goal given up. Then the Weston defender stops it, but another shot just wide. Though I think
If that was on target, that's going in.
Bella Simmons was pretty close to that, even if
You
it was
think?
out. Yeah, she was on the right side, but
Maybe I'm wrong.
it was almost a top
Wow.
right
Did you see that settle? That was impressive.
corner there, which is very good shot.
And
Good
Bedford
kicking
looking a
again.
little bit stronger than Weston right now, if I have
Ali
to be
Kurtz
honest.
tried to get it out, but just not enough on the ball as Bedford centers it in, but a stop again, and once again just clearing from the Western side, but it seems they keep giving it back to the Wayland strikers and midfielders. Ball in, Bella Simmons able to settle that well. A deep ball in, almost a shot on goal, and Weston able to control that.
Whoa.
Great moves here.
Number-
by the
oh,
Wayland, and
wow.
gets pulled, no
That's
call.
I mean, whoa.
The ref was right
All
there,
right.
and still no call. Good cross ball in, Weston
right.
player there. Ability to score, but good defense and a
No
big
call?
shoving. Big shoving. I don't think there should have been a
I
call.
don't think there should have been
The
a call.
ball was away, and it was going out of bounds.
You know what? I'll
anyways.
tell you, number 9. I don't know who that is, but she's really, really good.
Yeah, incredible play here.
She made like one nice move, gave a great pass. Number 5 made a nice like drawback and then cut around. I'll tell you what, I need to learn some more soccer terminology. This is what's telling me, because I don't know what those moves are called, but they're pretty shifty. I'll say that much.
Cross in from the Western side, but easily defended by Bedford.
That was a knee to the stomach, I think.
Yeah, but the Bedford player just able to run by that and keep going, and now a chance. Still, not much to go off of for Bedford, and Bella Simmons able to just
Bella
get that
Simmons
ball.
had a pretty decent workload this quarter.
Oh,
You like to see a little play on there.
I don't know who it was for. I think it was against Bedford.
I'd like to see an advantage be played there just so Weston can...
A lot of pushing. I wish they just let it. In that instance, yes, the Bedford player got in the way, but
Weston saw the ball?
Weston's too big and just pushes him away. And
Get big!
I wish they could have let Weston play, because that could have been a great clearing up.
Cross in.
Weston able to control
The ball
it,
is right in front of the
potentially,
goal.
but a lot of pushing there, and it gets cleared.
Nice
by
pass.
Bedford.
Another nice pass. Woo! Good pass. Good 1-2 right there.
Great give and go. Potential for a cross.
Maybe not. We'll see. Oh!
Cross in
Why is
and-
there no person there?
Alexa Lim just a hair off of kicking the ball in. An amazing cross, but just half a second away from
right
a
in front of
goal.
the goal, Connor.
Yeah, it was an amazing cross.
She just had to, you literally just had to be there and just, deflect it in.
Alexa Lim was just a hair off of
Damn.
that. Almost an amazing opportunity. The goalie was out of place, but no one there.
Not
a good
a great
stop.
free kick.
And it looked like
Why are you calling that?
That was clearly a trip attempt, though.
I know it was a trip attempt, but we still have the ball. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it would have been more advantageous for us to play on.
I
there.
do think in the last situation, I agree with you. This one, there was almost no one from Weston there. It would have been just empty dribbling. This one, more of an opportunity, potentially a shot from that.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Because it's quite close to the goal, just outside the box.
Yeah.
So potentially a shot on goal here.
We shall see.
Weston coach is yelling to shoot it. That should give Bedford a good idea of how to defend
A
it.
good idea of what's coming. You know, we'll see what happens though. Maybe they're just lying. I don't know.
Shot up and way over. A big boot by the Weston
Yeah,
player.
that was
You had about 6 Bedford players sprinting towards you.
You
I would have
might wanna pass that one.
loved to see a screen. I know your coach told you something, but sometimes the audible is the way to go. You could have had a wide open pass down the middle, but
I know. Surprised I didn't. I mean, you know what Aaron Rodgers does sometimes. He just used to turn off his headset.
just doesn't care what his coach
Oh,
says.
I
and goes
can't
for it.
hear you.
Shot back at goal, but the goalie easily able to stop that as nothing still done in this quarter. Almost 10
Really,
minutes
nothing
played
been done since
since the first 7 minutes of the game.
no scoring.
Some great opportunities for both sides, but really no goals happening. Great move.
I think
by
that was a handball.
Both players, yeah.
Should be handball against Weston.
Yeah, handball against Weston.
How many Bedford people are here? There's a lot. I'll tell you that.
We got a lot from both sides. At senior night, a
I don't
lot
know,
of the
man.
parents
It looks
come.
like more
and
Bedford parents are here.
I think a lot of the Weston parents are down below as well.
Just saw my sister. She's here. That's nice.
Oh, a potential
Oh,
for Bedford, but a great
That's a great block right
yeah.
there.
Able to clear
That's
it.
a push. That's a push from the. Did he call that?
Yeah.
Yep. Just. Who's the goat? Who's the goat?
The Weston
Who's the
offense.
goat? I saw that.
Yeah, push
I saw
off
that.
there. Clear one for the ref
I'm
to
telling
see,
you.
as even a colorblind commentator could see it.
Hey, look. I'm telling you, I could be a soccer referee. All right? I saw that. I mean, that was all me right there.
Yeah, and one bad part about being referee for any sport is you get a lot of complaints.
Be a kick in for Bedford. That ball will go out of bounds. Bedford will have a kick in deep in the Weston zone. Should be a handball. A pretty uneventful second quarter for the most part, with the exception of one excellent scoring opportunity for Weston that was not able to be completed.
Get in front of her!
Weston has a nice run here going forward. Oh, Weston will be fouled. And that will be a free kick given to Weston. Cross is in. Ooh, a nice move.
How do I get back to the computer?
Bedford will have a free kick at midfield. I'll be in. And Bedford parents are complaining for a push, but not gonna get one. Oh boy. Bedford with another kick in. Cross is in.
Great save by Bella Simmons.
Great
there.
save by Bella Simmons to thwart an attack.
A deep boot by her as well. Hoping to get something going on the offensive end.
Yeah, not much has happened. Really just kind of a evenly matched quarter, uneventful.
I think it was a push off on the Western player. Free
Bedford
indirect
parents overly emotional about a soccer game, but you know, hey, I guess they got money on the game, something, I don't know. But they're obviously extremely excited about something. That kick.
Wow.
Bella makes a nice save right there.
Incredible save. That was similar to the one she had at the beginning of the game.
Think she
But this time she was ready for it, able to get her hands all the way up.
And number 9 here with the ball. You know what's interesting? I think number 9 might be the best player.
A flop attempt there by the Bedford side.
It's what's interesting.
right
is
up after
Nick
she doesn't get a call.
Janowker, who I would argue is probably the best player on the boys' varsity team, is number 9. I would argue that number 9 tonight has looked like the best player. Coincidence?
Maybe it's something.
I think not. No, why do the Bedford players have to wear pennies on the sideline? Like, I don't understand that. Uh-oh.
Yeah, the only soccer player that comes to mind with number 9 is Suarez.
Suarez is pretty good, though.
Oh,
Ooh, wow.
tripping on Bedford.
That almost
I
could have been
assume.
bad.
Definitely a Weston ball.
Looked like she
Yeah.
almost landed on her leg.
Could have rolled Allie Kick's
I
ankle
know.
there, but
We've seen that in the NFL happen this season with Dak Prescott.
yeah.
That could have been bad.
And Vita Vea.
And Vita Vea. But don't they have McLendon now? Did they get him?
No.
I thought
He
they
didn't
signed him.
I don't believe he signed. I think he refused to sign. Stayed on, I think, the Seattle practice squad.
Bucks, I mean, I don't know. I think they're winning the Super Bowl this year. They've been my pick since pretty much they got Tom Brady, so.
Oh. Out of bounds ball. Should be a Weston kick.
3 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the second quarter, and hopefully we'll get something to cast. I mean, it's a very interesting start to the game. Pretty much this entire quarter's been, well, way more vanilla comparatively.
A chance here in a 4v4 situation for Bedford.
Looks like that one's just going to be a little bit too far? No.
Bedford
She's
able to
catch
stop
up to
it,
that
but
one.
can she get across it? She does, but
not
Weston
really
there to
going
stop it.
anywhere.
just a few minutes left here, as both teams try to get out of this half with no goals given up on their end or score a last minute goal. Substitution here. A lot of clapping from the Bedford side on the substitution, so I assume that was probably a senior coming out on the senior night where both teams get roses. A corner kick there. Interesting call. I think that might have been off a Bedford player, but given the corner, indirect corner, see what Bedford can do on this opportunity to score as we're getting just under 2 minutes left.
See what happens, Connor. We're under 2 minutes at this point. Cross in. Nothing there.
Another corner opportunity, probably nearing the 1 minute 30 mark here. Probably just a couple more opportunities for Bedford or potentially Weston if they get the ball down. Good stop by the Weston player. Almost able to get it out, but Bedford retains possession. Couple turnarounds there as the ball still goes
Nothing ends
inside,
up
but Bella
happening.
Simmons able to handle it.
I think that
around.
probably would have gone to the side of the goal anyways.
I think we're closing in on the 1 minute mark as
In the punt.
either team hoping to get something done in this final minute, but looking like a defensive game. Still a lot of shoving, a lot of shoving, a lot of shoving.
Bedford parents gonna be angry. Oh, they're gonna be happy about that one. I lied.
I am
Because the
very
referee is blind.
I'm very surprised that was.
I mean,
Bedford
how if you're the
kick, as
referee?
the Western player
How
had control of
if
the
you're
ball,
the referee?
but
Can you be behind the play, not see the full field of play, and still call a foul? Like you have, like the thing about the number one thing about being a soccer referee is you have to be in good position at all times, right? That's the whole point of being a good referee. You have to be in position to see the play from the proper angle. That's how you're supposed to referee a soccer game.
that's why there's usually 3 referees on the field.
Well, no, there's usually
But-
3 referees. There's not 3 referees. There's one there's one referee and there's 2 side judges. Here they have 2 referees. So for offsides, it should be more difficult.
Yeah.
But for fouls, it should be a lot easier.
Oh! Almost a rebound attempt for Bedford, but Bella able to bring it in on her second grab at the ball and a boot away, probably under 30 seconds left, and
Yeah.
well under 30
I just
seconds.
don't know why the referee is calling that if he doesn't have good vision on it.
Yeah, and Weston had complete control of the ball there, and just
Yeah.
boxing out. So I don't really see how it was a call, but nothing made of it. And
That'll be the end of the
Halftime.
first half. Great start for Weston as they lead 2-1.
yep, have a short break here, but we'll get back to you for second half coverage. Welcome back to the second half of the Weston Bedford soccer game. It is a 2-1 lead for Weston, but not much action has been seen since the first 7 minutes of the game. Couple controversial calls that got the Weston coach up in arms.
And the Bedford parents up in arms.
Yeah, so
Quite literally up in arms. They literally had their arms up.
hopefully we get either less anger or better refereeing in this second half.
I think the refereeing has been a little bit spotty.
Once again, looks like fairly slow play going into the beginning of the second half, which we saw from the past
Basically, the
35
vast majority-
minutes of play in this game. But who knows? Maybe we'll see
Well,
some
I mean, I think
breakaway
we're just gonna see
attempts.
more of what we saw, more of what was seen on Wednesday.
Yeah, a 0-0 scoreline,
Yeah.
and it probably was similar to this, where both teams are playing a very good defensive game. But I'd love to see more aggression from either side.
Ooh,
Good move there by Ladosi.
I wonder if Thomas is here. He said he was gonna be here. We'll see. Oh
Ooh,
wow, that's a lucky
Good
deflection
block.
right there.
It might have been a handball, but no call given.
Looking for a
Potential.
pass. Looking for a pass.
Finds him
Finds a
before.
pass.
Yeah, that was. I was seeing that, and I think that's why she hesitated
I
to
think
pass.
Connor saw that
because-
about a mile away. That was an offsides about.
Yeah, I think that's why there was hesitation to pass that ball, because it looked pretty clear offsides. As an attacker, you have to recognize that you might be a bit too far up
Whoa.
there.
That's
Lot
a
of
pretty
pushing.
aggressive push right there.
And it was called.
I mean, I don't know how the referees have. We know how the referees have called the other games. This game, very, very different.
And once again,
What is a COVID call?
yep,
The question we look to answer tonight.
a big cross attempt for Weston, but not actually given this time. Usually, I think that's what they tried to make the
Weston
Bedford
looks to be a
team
little bit
think,
more
but
conservative.
wow, I didn't like that play. They faked having a through ball attempt, a big kick, and ooh, that might have been a header, but they didn't actually do it. But Bedford was just ready for the fake even then. So hopefully they actually go for the big kicks this time around. Free kick in. Looks like another attempt. Weston, both teams actually have really just, on any kick, no aggression from the
it's a good
defensive end and just boots inside.
Oh, that's a misplay right there.
Yeah, it gets through like
I guess-
3 players, both ends. Oh, a player trips. No call given. Possibility, but stopped by Bedford.
Yeah,
Boot
just
kick for Ali Cook. Back inside, but no one there.
kind of not much materializing. We see a lot of things that look like they're going to happen, and then
They get close, but no shot attempt is really ever given. And slow play here from the Bedford goalie. It was much more fast-paced punting and throwing in the first half. Now they've kind of slowed it down. Players got tired, trying to save most of their energy for the probably fourth quarter to bring it all out to either extend your lead or take a lead, whatever it comes down to. A free kick there, controversial again as both players kind of ran into each other, but given to Bedford, but nothing able to get done. More pushing. Bedford ball there. That is
That's
a
a
very
surprise.
interesting cause. Ladosi had complete and utter control of the ball before the Bedford player came in and tried to get to it. I usually would rather see, like earlier, the player who has control of the ball not get the call.
not get the
man.
call. I mean, it's pretty different. I mean,
Because they do have control. That means the other player to come in. That was awful.
2-2.
A Weston defender takes the ball away from their goalie, and then the goalie can't pick it up because the Weston player was touching it, and that allows the ball to
Well,
just
hold
get
on. If it's
inside.
deflection,
It was a
goalie can pick it up.
deflection. The
goalie can
Weston
pick it
play,
up.
the goalie should have just said, "I got it. I'll take the ball," but the Weston player stopped it and then didn't kick it out.
goalie
Tried
should
to
have just
dribble
caught
it
it.
around. No chance to because the Weston defender came in and blocked it. So
Goalie should have
now a
just caught
tie
it.
game. Very miscommunication, big miscommunication there from the Weston side, and Bedford still retains
Bedford's
good
got
possession.
the momentum, Connor. Bedford's got the
Wow,
momentum.
that's a tough goal.
It kind of feels like an away game right now. Don't
That was a ridiculous call. because the player really completely flopped after they got the ball taken away from them, and another Bedford kick.
Well,
Who would have thought?
Maybe the referees got some money from the Bedford coach during halftime.
It seems like
Who knows?
Seems
I
like
don't want to speculate. But,
in the first corner, all the calls were going Western side, and then since then,
not really, actually.
and then-
Because you remember the header that came
I know,
to-
but after the first
still.
two goals, the rest were like,
There was one call that I would have said should have gone the other way, but I thought most of it, the others were 50-50.
yeah. But since then, it's been all
Since
calls
then,
against Weston.
Since then, it's been all Bedford on the calls, which, hey,
And I mean,
strategy.
Bedford's being able to just really push against players and end up getting the calls. Yeah, I agree with you
another
here.
call?
It seems completely like an away game. Way more support from the Bedford side on Weston senior night. I think it's not even a factor of more people. I think it's a factor of
I think it's
more
a fact of more
energy.
people and more energy. There's
a
way
deep
more
kick
Bedford
in,
fans
but
here.
no one there, and able to clear for the Weston side. You don't want to see Weston
It's a
get
nice
demoralized here.
I don't think they're
Hopefully,
demoralized.
a good pass to Ladosi, bringing it up, through ball there, but a
No
little
one's
bit
there.
too far, but potential? No. Almost. Almost
Disappointment
for
right
Weston
there, as
side.
that was just a little far for. I think is that Alexa Lim or is that? I think that might be someone else. But Weston will be granted a corner kick.
Indirect corner kick.
Indirect.
Likely looking for a cross inbounds, which they've done
These have
multiple
not
times
been
this game.
Weston's strong suit tonight. Let's see if they
This
can.
is the first time, though, I've seen that players getting aggressive on the corner kicks and pretty close to stop that. And that's just ridiculous.
Connor.
She takes the corner kick. Western player gets by a defender, and then they blow it back for
Seemingly no reason.
another corner kick. Because why not?
Because they want to waste more
That's,
time.
I don't. This has happened in the boys' game too, where refs just. That is completely uncalled
That should
for.
be a card.
That should be a
That
yellow
should be
card.
a card.
She just shoves
I'm
him
sorry,
down.
but that should be a
For no
card right there.
purpose.
Bedford, look, I will say this.
Though I
Bedford,
am surprised that call wasn't against Weston.
Bedford's been much more aggressive this half, like physically wise, and the difference is that they've been getting more calls, which is
Interesting that this is this a direct kick?
It's gonna be a cross.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be a cross.
I think she's going straight for goal though.
No, she can't. She's gonna cross it in. Unless she curves it the other way, which isn't gonna happen. So it's gonna be a cross in.
Straight for goal. And it's through
It's
the
good.
goalposts, but not a goal.
Weston
yeah,
up.
that was
5-2.
interesting that it wasn't called. I guess it's really only called indirect on COVID calls in that situation, or
Yo,
corner
I don't know.
kicks. But
But tie game. 2-2.
deep kick again by the Bedford goalie, but stopped by Weston. Possibility shoving and pushing, but Weston
Weston will
retains
get
it.
the ball.
Number 9, a goal and an
But
assist
not
so
many
far.
people there, and
Stopped
nothing
quickly.
happens. Bedford looking much stronger, especially with the help of the referees. It's 13-11 right now, including the 2 referees.
That's certainly a way to look at it. More just uncalled for shoving. That time they do call it.
Oh,
Because-
giving it to Weston.
Because it was just you shove someone completely off the ball. You got to give calls. Finally, the refs waking up to maybe it's
Maybe the coach only paid him to get the game tied, Connor, not to win it.
maybe the player with control of the ball isn't the one just completely shoving
You
people.
think you'll see a kick
And
on
again,
goal
you
here?
see 5 players just ready to just completely sprint their hearts out at the ball. Interesting strategy. Cross in. Goal opportunity. An amazing save there.
save.
I don't know how a Bedford player does not block that. That's sprinting towards the ball.
Well, stuff happens.
Through ball there, but easily stopped by Bedford. And momentum now on Bedford's side. Looked like it could have been hit off the hand. but
Momentum's been on
nothing
Bedford's
seen.
side this entire half. Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's beauty. That is not as beautiful.
Yeah, interesting choice there by
Interesting
the
choice to
Bedford
pass that
attacker, who just had one man to beat before a free shot on goal and
Yeah.
decided to just kick it away. It looked like a headbutt there by a Bedford player. Gets
Using all parts of the body to gain an
think
advantage.
someone knocked out of the wrong headspace there.
We'll see.
And a Bedford kicking. Deep kick inside, stopped by Weston. Now ability to take it up. It's number 5, number 24
Wow.
on her tail, but
Fast.
outspread and good stop by the Bedford player to just completely kill all momentum of that push. If that Bedford player was beat, you don't know how far number 5 could have gone. Substitute here. I think this is one of the only substitutes from the Weston side.
Haven't had many, Connor.
Have not had many.
Something that has become a trend in the boys' games. Boys today had a rough day. Didn't have many starters in the game.
Yeah, a lot of injuries, a lot of players showing up late. What a move!
And-
that is a ridiculous call. It looked like just broken ankles there.
And one had the
gets a
ACT
call.
in New York, so...
Like a spin move, amazing move on the ball. Gets a player to trip over themselves, but it's called a trip. It's almost like you're not allowed to make good moves.
Oh, man, that's funny. Nah, we see this a lot, though. I don't know why Weston really doesn't get a lot of calls in these games.
Yeah, you think senior night, you might not just screw over a team.
Nah, man.
This is definitely even worse than some of the boys' games, which have gotten a lot of.
Whoa!
What a move! Possibility. Weston player by 2, and then pushing gets a call for Weston. Look at that. Once a Weston player gets by a defender, they just get shoved. That time it's picked up. Amazing play
Well,
by number
sometimes
12.
the referees just don't see as well. You know
Should be further. The ball should be further up about 5 yards, but
I'm surprised we haven't seen a card yet for the Bedford players based on their play.
yeah, a lot of the shoving is very controversial.
Pretty
this
aggressive.
Time, Bedford players not stacked together, and
Ooh.
instead away. Easy catch by the Bedford
Fair
goalie.
catch by the Bedford goalie.
The Bedford sprint at the ball strat has changed through every possession. How many players? Which sides?
Was she over the line there?
I think it was close enough where ref's not even looking.
Yeah. I mean, that's important.
Flew ball, but only Weston defenders there. Allie Kirk, pass back
That's
to the
dangerous
goalie.
pass
That's a
right
bad pass because it's
she
up in
can't-
the air and
yeah,
she can't grab it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you got to
Oh,
kick that one out of
boy.
bounds, but Weston able to stop it for some time. And a big kick in by the Bedford player. Looking to get anything done on the offensive
There's
end,
someone there.
but
There's people there.
it's looking like nothing done as Weston able to defend it well.
Oh.
I thought that ball was out of bounds. It is still in play. Because everyone just stopped walking, it looked like.
Yes,
and
sir.
Weston does have the ball continuing up, but a bad
Bedford
touch.
players collide.
Push off on which team? I am.
Well, I mean, the Bedford players
intrigued.
pushed off on each other, so they're going to get the ball.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's
because
what happened.
Because when two players from the same team push each other, the ball is still given to them on a free kick.
Yeah, it looked like
As
this-
is a penalty on the other team. But you know, what do I know? What do I know? I've only been doing this for 4 games now and watching soccer for pretty much all my life. So, you know, what do I know?
kick in to a Bedford player, able there to defend. A lot of pushing and shoving in a boys' game that definitely would have been called against Weston, but
The boys' game doesn't have a quarter of this.
what a shot! Wow, the great save of Bella Simmons. That was an
That's
incredible
not Bella
shot.
Simmons.
It's not. Oh,
Different goalie.
they subbed out at halftime. I didn't even realize that because
Push.
that's a push given to Bedford. we
Yes,
both saw
yes,
that as a
yes,
we saw that
okay,
as a
okay.
clear push
Yes, so
against
the Weston player in front pushes the air. The Bedford player behind pushes the Weston player. Bedford ball. I'm just here to give like the analysis of what's going on.
Look
The
like
explanation.
get the ball out of bounds there. Stop trying to bring it up.
Bedford ball. No, Weston ball.
Yeah, a lot of pushing and shoving, but was gone out of bounds. Substitute by both teams. Great run by the Weston player and shoved out of the way. That's a clear and obvious call. And a Weston indirect kick. Yeah, that was... Anytime the Bedford players get beat, it looks like they just resort to shoving. And
Yes, give
in
us
the
the
past
call.
few minutes, they've done a bit of calling on it, but still, overall, just not much. I mean, the boys'
5
soccer
minutes
players have come to the game.
A few.
Good to see support from both ends.
Well, there's only like 5 of them, so 6 of them. So don't get your hopes up here.
Through ball in, player there. Amazing save, ball still up.
look at the Weston coach. he's hands in his head.
I don't know what the call was there.
Probably Bedford ball.
A Weston player just got completely trucked in the box. I thought it might have been a call on that, but no, it's a call on out of bounds ball, Weston corner. A great save by the Bedford goalie, but some foul play in the box that you'd usually see get called.
You know, foul play.
And it's just a Bedford player just shoves a Weston player for absolutely no reason, middle of the field.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it.
I don't know what to tell you happened there, but
This is more
something
aggressive
did.
than any boys' game.
Oh, good shot. Ball rebounded, but saved by the Bedford goalie. Bedford goalie making some great saves here to keep her team in the game as her defense has just been a lot of push and shoves.
Defense is basically just...
I would give my props to the Bedford goalie and
Oh, that's a foul on Weston. For nothing. There was no push off. No push off. No push off. What was...
There
There you go. There's the call.
There's a good call
There's
from the
the good
referee.
call.
Giving it to Weston because what a surprise, a Weston
Sorry, what
player
did that
gets
guy
shoved.
shout? What did he say? I couldn't hear.
The foot's in her face. When
Ah.
that's what happens when you go for a kick.
Happens sometimes when your foot, when they're bending down.
When you want to kick a ball, it does happen. But no contact. Great shot over, but Weston goalie caught. I think an offsides call here. Yeah.
Oof.
No. What was the call? Yes, offsides call here. Didn't matter because the Bedford player was able to haul it in anyways.
Let's get it. The kick is kicked. Great play by Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It hit off her elbow.
That's
It was,
a him. Good call. Surprised they saw it.
It's amazing that the refs didn't even think of calling it until players had to shout it. Deep ball in. Bedford there,
Not
but
a great touch.
into the Weston player, taken away. Bedford with a chance in a situation of a cross in, but no one looked to be there.
Why doesn't the goalie go out for that one?
Good save. I think her defender was there. She is
She should
trusting
still
the
go out for
defender.
that one. She can touch the ball.
She was able to make the save though, and now more pushing and shoving as teams fight
Pretty
for the
aggressive.
ball.
I know Isaac Levine would love to be in this game with the amount of pushing and shoving that's going on.
Yeah, a Western player outruns a Bedford defenders or a Bedford attackers. So what happens? A shove.
Shove them.
It's amazing that no cards have
Every
been,
day I'm shoving.
It's amazing that no cards have been given out to some of the players on Bedford. But the game goes on. They're finally calling it more in the past maybe 30 seconds instead of the almost 60 minutes now of the whole game.
If the coach pulls out his wallet from Bedford, I wouldn't be surprised.
The quarter is coming to a close as the game is still tied. Probably the last possession for whichever team gets it up.
Ooh.
Looks like potentially Weston, but fighting for the ball, shoving again.
That's the elbow right into the back. I'm done.
Handball from Bedford. Coach Powers is losing
Are you
his.
kidding me?
Coach Powers is losing his mind on the sideline over here.
Are you kidding me? Are you?
Looks like he's about to fight the referee. Ball gets kicked out. Weston to defend.
That is the
Potential-
dumbest thing I have ever seen. I'm sorry, folks.
Weston
Go!
player with
Come
a
on!
great run.
go!
Potential outspeeding Bedford players gets shoved,
Ooh.
and what a surprise. Another ball given to
Go, give
Bedford.
him on Bedford. Keep doing it. Blind.
For some reason, probably 30 seconds left. A last kick here. I assume it's going to be over after this kick. As we start to come to the close
Of the third
of
quarter.
the third quarter in a 2-2 game. A very... That's the end of the quarter.
Probably the worst refereeing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
in a
it's
single
surprising.
quarter.
See, this might be why the boys refs always just immediately call COVID calls if any player gets near, because if you let shoving go, you gotta get the right call or you're gonna look pretty
I just would like to say,
not smart.
Bedford is most certainly winning because of the referees right now.
Bedford is celebrating like no other in a tied game. I don't know if they realize this.
Not only is it tied, but they should be losing. Because that first goal was only due to the fact that the referees made a bad call. The second goal was only due to the fact that the referees made a bad call. But, hey, you know what? The referees, man of the match, congratulations, guys, for utterly wrecking a great game. If you're listening to this, really, really bad. Really, really bad. Really, really bad. Connor, any words?
I think you summed up the thoughts I would rather keep inside on a live broadcast pretty well.
It's just not good. I don't understand that. Nice catch. Referees are just...
As we return to the final quarter of this game, Weston players
Huddling up.
trying to get hyped into this.
Well,
Everyone getting in.
I think to win this game, the referees will actually have to start calling a fair game. Because, to overcome the referees is a whole nother ball game.
Yeah. You saw no calls in the first 5 minutes, which resulted in 2-0 Weston lead on a no-called game, and then they started pouring in once they realized we shouldn't let Weston win. It's only their senior night.
It's only their senior night. Why call a fair game when we can just let Bedford score?
So here comes the kickoff. Bedford starts with the ball. I really hope to see extreme aggression coming in from Weston. If they push you, push them back.
Why not?
If you're going to get the call
probably gonna
anyways, try to take someone out. Oh, that was almost intercepted badly, but nothing able to do. Good shoulder. Offensive presence by Bedford, but nothing able to come of it.
If they
That
call
is
against Weston,
absolutely
what are they
ridiculous.
going to call that again? Are they going to call that against Weston?
It just it was a Bedford player who just completely ran over her.
The Bedford player tackled the other Bedford player. How is that a call?
The Weston player backed up and two Bedford players
How
decided
is
to
that
take
a
each
call?
other out.
How
but
is that a call?
I guess the ref saw a Bedford player go down and decided it must have been a
It must have
Weston
been a
foul.
Weston player, not like it was another Bedford player.
A header
That's
there.
a header.
That was
That's a header.
That was a clear header. I don't know why no call was called there.
I don't know
That's
why.
terrible. It was directly off her head. Which is, again,
folks, we're
not
watching-
allowed with the new COVID rules.
We're here live. And we
Oh,
also-
another call. Who would have thought
That's
that?
the third in a row. This quarter.
Even though we've seen multiple penalties by Bedford so far, including an illegal header in COVID rules. But why call that when you can call a non-existent push?
Bedford player goes down. Must have been a Weston player who pushed him.
Deep ball in. Save is made. Good grab by the Weston goalie. Now I really want him to get on the offensive. If you're getting the call anyways, go for
Might
it.
as well.
Good stop and pushing against the Weston player. No call given. Who would have thought? Weston goalie lets it go to a goal kick as Weston retains.
Story of the game has been the refereeing, Connor, not.
The police have showed up. Maybe to get the referees.
Coach Powers is looking pretty
Deep
unhappy
ball
right
in.
now with the play of the referees.
Opportunity here for Weston. And a clear kick. Weston retains possession.
Surprised
On
that the
a-
referees saw that one. I mean, my expectations at this point are extremely low. so.
On a kick in, expecting a cross here. Cross is in, but looks like no one there.
Ooh.
Potential.
Nope.
But
No one
stopped easily by the Bedford defense. A Bedford player decides to do a hop, see if they could get a call.
That time they did not.
That time they did not.
Ooh, that's a nice move.
Good move. A through ball for Bedford. Potential here for Bedford to score again, but nothing done. Allie Cook, good stop, gets the ball out to one of her midfielders. An attempt, but nothing to come of it. As Weston brings the ball up, gets shoved to the ground, and I wonder who this call is for. I
Oh,
am
it's for
intrigued.
Weston this time.
They did get the shove, the clear shove on the Bedford player against the Weston
Nice call,
player.
nice call, nice call. That's 1 for 4 this quarter.
Looks like the Weston infield kicker was looking for someone to tackle it, but no one was there. And now, absolutely nothing done with that free kick, as they didn't kick it forward. Weston kick again because
Yeah, that's a good call.
two Bedford players come in to try to attack.
Look, the Bedford I don't understand, because the Bedford player ran into
I think
Natalie
a lot
Dosi
of
and then
the
goes down.
I think a lot of the calling is that Weston players are way stronger, and despite being pushed, they don't go down, so the ref calls it against them. A deep boot in, potential here for the Weston player. A pass ball through.
Give him something there.
They gave it a handball on Weston. I think I might have seen that, but it was very
I don't
late.
know, man. I don't think I...
It was very late. I don't know.
2 for 6.
It was a close call.
I don't like that call. I thought she got pushed. Let me check. This is our first 8, though. Hey, that's pretty cool. Asshole.
Potential for
Did you get any likes? No.
I'm gonna like it right now. We have 8 concurrent viewers now.
Weston players looking for a call, unable to get it there. Weston inbound. Deep kick in. Potential here for number 9 to get something going.
Number 9's really been the star of Weston so far.
Crossball in.
That's
Potential. Shot goes way over the goal.
God. That's a great opportunity right there.
Yeah.
Coach Powers in dismay.
Under 15 minutes left now in the fourth quarter. A tie game. A very close one in terms of scoring. Bedford seemed to be more in possession here in the fourth quarter, but a couple of opportunities for the Weston side as we continue this game. A good through ball there by Weston. Potential for a cross. Able to cross
Ooh,
it
that's
in,
a nice
but
ball.
Bedford defender able to kick it out.
That's a... Did you see what the referee... He just gave him a thumbs up.
I think...
I mean, obviously...
Is that a Bedford call? It looked like the player just took a hit and kept
I
going.
don't like that, man.
But
Don't like it.
I really wasn't able to see that with a pillow in my way too well.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a great call, but... At least it wasn't a horrendous call. I mean, I could see how that could be called, but...
A good contain by the Bedford player, but just goes to Weston. Weston player trips. Potential for Bedford to bring it up, but just out of
Nothing there.
bounds. As Weston gets their kick. Good ball movement here by
Ooh,
Weston.
good move. Looking for someone to run.
Through
That's
ball
a good ball.
through.
Oh,
but
that's
gets
unfortunate.
stopped.
That's a dive. I only annihilated this.
I think that was a little bit of a push. One of the only times I've
Nah,
seen a
I
real
just
push.
look.
She extended
Look at
the
this,
arms.
look at this, look at this, look at this.
It looked like she extended
Ready?
her arms just a bit. I think it was the arm extension.
I don't know, man. That's
the
close.
arm extension that got the
we don't have a
call.
good view of that one. Uh-oh.
Oh, a through ball here, potential, but the Bedford player
She
seemingly
just, like, slowed up.
backs off of the ball when she thinks the goalie has it. Ball kicked up, potential, as
There is something
Bedford
there.
players has a bit of a miscommunication, but able to get the ball out, slow the push of Weston down to an kick in. 4 Weston players are on the kick in, now spreading out. Assuming it's going to be a cross, which it is.
Ooh.
Ball inside. 2 players go down. No call on that. Weston kicking again.
There should have been no call there. That's
Coach
no call.
Powers arguing with the ref.
Something that's been a trend so far this game.
I think he might end up getting a card here with how much he's yelling. Unjustified.
I don't think you can give a coach a card.
You most definitely can.
I don't know if you can.
If they argue
You
too
can
much,
eject him. Is that even allowed?
if they get a red card, yes.
No, I'm talking about what the Bedford player just did.
I have a pillow in my way. I couldn't see it greatly, but still retains Weston ball. Another cross than expected. Yep, there, but Bedford able to contain that, get it out. But still fighting for the ball, Weston. Opportunity. 4 players around the Weston player. But she's still able to dribble around all of
Amazing.
them. But
Nothing.
finally the ball through. Weston goalie kicks it back upfield.
An aggressive Bedford dad screaming out.
Get on her. Potential for the Weston player, but just a bad touch on the ball gets it completely shot away.
Ooh. Good pass.
Oh, just by the Weston
She's
player.
there. She's there.
She does retain it.
Ooh, good move.
Ball in.
Yes!
Goal!
Yes!
Wow!
Woohoo!
What a touch! That was an incredible touch.
Woohoo!
Incredible touch by the Weston player to fake out the goalie and then
That's
kick
what
it
we
in.
like to see. And a great cross in a deflection.
That-
And she just makes a great move.
She was able to keep the ball up and then kick it by the goal. That was a really good goal.
What we like
Weston
to see.
taking control. Under 10 minutes now to play.
Yep.
I don't know why the clock is stopped.
Time winding down.
Um,
What? I don't even
I
know what's
don't
going on.
know what's happening. I think a Bedford player had. Oh, I think it was an injury concern for Bedford player. She was holding her neck. She says she's fine, and the game continues.
I think that's the girl who was hit in the neck with the ball.
Hopefully, she's okay.
Yes.
She said she was fine.
Still holding that neck though, so.
Yeah, a ball hurts. A fast speeding ball hurts. But she's still out there playing. Maybe a substitute coming soon, but nothing I've seen so far.
Woo! Let's go though. Well, we've seen some more scoring. That's always a good thing that you want to see. 3-2 Weston leading with 10 minutes remaining in the game. Connor, I'm excited. It's a big win for Weston to overcome what has happened due to the referees.
We'll see if they can. It's under 10 minutes to play, and both teams have had good opportunities, so it's definitely not over yet.
No. Not by a long shot.
A good through ball, but just by the Western player, as it is a Bedford free kick. A sub finally comes in for the injured player.
Still
I
holding
assume
that neck.
Liz is going to check on her neck as she took a big ball. I assume it's just bruising
Yeah, why
from
didn't
the
she
ball.
just get taken out at the beginning? I don't understand, but.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because that would allow them to have more time, as that's how an injury timeout works, if she did get subbed out then, rather than a sub which doesn't take off time.
Yeah,
But-
maybe, I don't know.
I'm not sure why. Maybe she thought she was fine, but as she kept grabbing it, coach decided we have to check on her. She probably wanted to stay, probably wanted to still try her hardest to play, because in this close of a game, you really want to keep playing, but coach realized he had to check on his player.
Yep.
A good through ball there, and oh my goodness! A
Yes.
Bedford player just completely shoves the Western player into the hard track, which is very aggressive. I think I would have given a card for that, but the referee is more reserved as Weston gets a free kick, killing their momentum slightly. A crossball in. Weston players there to field it. Possibility again,
Number 9.
but just gets ran through. Ooh, a good move by the Western player. Potential for a goal, but a great stop.
Great block.
Great block. Weston lets the ball go out, take off a bit more time as they get another kick in. That was almost a great opportunity to extend their lead to 2, but an amazing block by the Bedford defender. They're switching the ball out, I think, seemingly because of deflation, as it is a cold night, but I'm not sure what the reasoning is. Maybe kicked a bit too much, as it does take a bit of time off the clock. But Weston contains control in the box, through ball, but just by the
Not enough there.
Western player.
Weston with the ball as time continues to bleed off the clock. We did it.
Oh, a short punt from the Bedford goalie. Potential
God,
for
number
Weston.
9 is fast. Holy. Are you kidding me?
A
No
lot
call
of
there.
shoving, but she's able to keep the ball through all the pushing. A kick in by Ladosi, but no one there to receive the ball.
Ends in a tie.
Potentially, but a lot of scoring, a lot of offensive play by
Never
both
know.
teams. There's potential that another goal happens here, or even more, with how this past 5 minutes have gone. Yeah, that should be.
I think her name is. I don't know what her name is.
What is the ref doing? He blows a
He's
whistle,
gonna blow the whistle.
doesn't hold up a sign, stops Weston's momentum, and then gives him a free kick. I don't know why he didn't blow it and call something. Wide open Weston player looking to bring it up. Through ball here. Opportunity for Weston. Weston keeps control of the ball.
Bedford dad yelling very loudly. Kind of lit.
Oh, just over the goal, the Weston cross. I think that's a corner kick. Yeah, it is a corner kick for Weston. Another opportunity to potentially
winding down,
take
3
the lead
minutes left.
under 3 minutes. I think a little bit under 3 minutes. As our scoreboard clock, I think,
Bedford
got
dad
stopped a
is
couple
really loud.
times. Very passionate about
Did
his
someone
daughter's
just say
game.
offsides? The pass was backwards.
Oh, a kick in! Almost on the edge of the goal. Almost a good shot there.
How does someone say offsides when the pass is backwards?
Also on a corner, meaning that the ball is as far left as possible.
Unreal.
But oh, it's a Weston free kick? I don't know what happened there. I just thought it was a goal kick. I assume a Bedford player pushed. Is that's what happened constantly?
A little bit of a foul there. You don't know.
What that Bedford player looks way too close, but kick in, potential. Goalie stops it, but rebounded and then pulled in. Close potential there. This game is winding down, under 2 minutes to go. Very close. Probably a little bit of time added because of injuries and everything.
I didn't even see what happened.
Bedford player falls down, given a push as both players jumped up for the ball and one fell down. So potential that it could have been a little push. I just thought both players jumped though, as Bedford gets another free kick. Deep kick in. Goalie hopefully there to save it, which she is. Able to keep it up. Most likely gonna punt it deep. Trying to continue Weston's momentum. Player there to stop it. Deep kick through. Potential here. Oh, I thought it was longer, but it wasn't. And an attempt at a pass handled well by number 9 on Weston. Looking to bring the ball up alone. Still going.
Ooh.
But Bedford able to get rid of it. And a through ball here. Potential, but
Nah, nothing's happening.
good stop there by Allison Cook.
Nothing going on there.
A Bedford kick in here as parents are getting loud, very loud for an away match. Kick out by the Weston player. Fight for the ball. Weston keeps control. I wish she passed that up. She would have had a 3-on-1 scenario, but she tries to make a move.
Not the best.
Oh man, I don't know if she didn't see that there was a 3-on-1 or
I don't know how
what.
she couldn't have seen it. She just had to pick her head up.
But maybe she thought the Bedford player would block it, but almost a good opportunity for Weston. Kick through the Weston player's legs.
Tried to dodge it. That's the game.
That is the game. It's a tie game. I don't.
Bedford parents cheering for a tie. Maybe this is their best result of the season. Not really sure.
A second tie between these two teams. Bedford players extremely excited. Weston players a little bit mad. I'm pretty sure Bedford's a much bigger town and their boys team's a lot
I would
better.
like to thank the referees for winning Bedford this game tonight. I think the referees definitely were slightly biased though, Connor.
I'm surprised that they're so excited,
I don't know, man. I thought
For
the
a
referees
tie.
gave him the game.
especially
that first
considering.
goal, that first goal that happened.
Yeah.
That
was
first goal that happened was all because of a header that wasn't a header. You know?
We thank you for attending.
Yeah, we thank you everyone for attending. A great game by both teams. We'd like to see
I'd
some
s-
more consistent refereeing.
I'd
now.
say amazing game by the Bedford goalie. Really good play
Yeah,
there.
really
Then
good game by the Weston team overall. Coach Powers obviously
there-
upset at the referees and a little bit animated right now, but a really good game by the Weston team.
Yeah, it looked like almost an opportunity to score at the end, but ends in a tie.
Yep.
Bedford is ecstatic,
For some reason, maybe it's just a good
despite
game.
being the bigger school and all. But
Yeah, well,
tie game as it ends. Thank you for watching.
and we will see you next week, I think, right?
Probably next week.
Next week.